Super Bowl 57. Here we go. And so the Eagles will start on their own 25-yard line. Interesting decision right off the bat. The Chiefs giving the ball to Philadelphia. They're the best team in the league starting the game.
Yeah, everything, this entire identity of this Philadelphia Eagles team is to how fast can I get the lead? How fast can I make my opponent play from behind? We thought there was a chance Andy Reid might take it out, but he decides to defer and give the ball to Philly.
Jalen Hurts has been magnificent. His second full year starting, 16-1 in the games he played. They've been absolutely lethal. You're talking about 10 touchdowns. They've had 1 3-and-out on the opener all year long. Both playoff games, opening drive touchdowns.
Yeah, and this formula has really been hard for their opponents to crack. The idea is if we can get our opponents to play from behind, get in a pass situation, we'll talk about their defensive line and their ability to rush the passer, but this offense's ability to close games out as a running team is what separates them from so many others.
Late blitz coming over the middle, and a quick throw and a completion. Devontae Smith for a short gain is going to get up to the 30. And it'll bring up third down. This Eagles receiving core is excellent. Both well over 1,000 yards for the first time in their franchise history with Smith and A.J. Brown. 3rd and 5. Hurts with time over the middle. There's Smith. He's got a first down. It gets jacked out of bounds across the 40, but not before converting a 12-yard gain to Devontae Smith.
Well, a matchup that we are going to be watching all day is pass protection. The best offensive line in the league, Jason Kelce, the all-world center, going towards Chris Jones. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle for Kansas City. He is going to be the key of all the protection call for Jason Kelce.
Hurts on a fake, blowing it up, going deep down the field for Brown. Makes the catch. Kenneth Gainwell in the game, but he lines up as a wide receiver on a 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Hurts looking for a block, gets it, sneaks around Smith and tiptoes his way in for what should be a first down.
How you rush Jalen Hurts. Watch all 3 of the overload. They're all going to end up to the right of the center, Jason Kelce. He hits his back foot. Now when he sees that void, Devontae Smith becomes a blocker. That's the issue with rushing Jalen Hurts. You have to rush with your eyes. You have to rush with some lane integrity, because if he gets back there and sees a gap, he turns into a runner very quickly.
Eagles go 2 tight ends. Hurts to throw it again. Pressure coming, stands in, fires, and it's caught. It's Dallas Goedert this time making the grab, and it's another first down on this opening drive.
Well, we've talked about it. This Philadelphia offense, the best in the league. You see Goedert, he's just pacing himself. He knows that hit is coming. Great job by Jalen Hurts stopping Dallas Goedert with the ball now as they go up-tempo quick.
Hurts looking, throwing, another wide open receiver. It's Smith again, breaks a tackle inside the 15.
Well, Philadelphia's in a fast break offense. The timing of this RPO, the run-pass option was thrown off. It initially was defended well. We talked about Jalen Hurts as a runner. That time Jalen Hurts uses his legs to become a passer. Does a great job there finding Devontae Smith.
41 yards on 3 catches already.
Yeah, we got a lot of big bodies in there. Take a look how many guys are inside there.
Gotta go for it, surging forward is Hurts. No signal yet. There's a penalty flag in the middle of that. Nothing was signaled as of right now. Yeah.
Offside defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty will be declined. Results of the play. Touchdown.
And so there you go. It is a touchdown. They Talk it over. Hurts on the quarterback sneak. He gritties off to the sidelines. And another opening drive for a touchdown for Philly.
I mean, I think Chris Jones, you can see he's lined up in the neutral zone, but it doesn't matter. The defensive line's going low. The linebackers are trying to go high. I mean, take a look at this picture. I mean, offensive line coaches throughout the world are rejoicing. I mean, that's pad level, leg drive. That's like Pop Warner day one, and there's nobody in the NFL better.
Jake Elliott, extra point is up and good. 11 plays and 75 yards, and just like they've done all year, the Eagles right down the field. And it's Philly with the Hurts gritty and a 7-0 lead. What an opening drive by the Eagles. Right down the field they go. Hurts with a hot start, 4 of 5 passing, and then he sneaks it in from 1 yard out. Four-man rush, get it out to Gainwell in the flat. Looks for a block, gets a couple out across the 30. Hurts getting a block from Johnson and then taken down from behind. Gets out across the 35 to the 37. Skycam coverage provided by Michelob Ultra. Eagles go big in this formation, flipping to Dallas Goedert, who cuts across the 45. And a nifty little play to get Goedert all the way up across the 47-yard line.
But also moving down to help support the run game.
Chiefs show blitz. They come with it. Hurts is blocked up. A.J. Brown has a first down. His first catch of the Super Bowl as he ran that slant that he's so famous for to pick up 7 yards. And that'll take us to the end of this first quarter. Jalen Hurts so far 71 yards and 7 of 9 passing, has a rushing touchdown, and in this second quarter Philly has been outstanding. See what they've done in this postseason too. The plus 21. It's a big quarter usually for them. Start on the Chiefs 45. Hurts has all day, loaded up, taking a shot, looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it! Touchdown!
Watch this adjustment to the ball. Trent McDuffie, number 21, he's in good position. He just loses the ball when he tries to turn around and locate. A.J. Brown has it zeroed in the entire time. Those are the plays. They brought A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. The blockbuster trade on draft night. They brought him in to make plays like that, and it's as big as they get.
Elliott, the extra point is up and good. So A.J. Brown, a 45-yarder. Well, we saw the adjustment. How about the route?
Yeah, it's just they called a high 7, a deep corner. He's going to just inside release. All right, he's got outside leverage. Just climb on the safety. And this is really just a ball he's throwing up and saying, my guy's better than yours. They've got a deep safety, Thornhill 21, 22, McDuffie 21, and the young rookie. He's got a bright future. He's been a great player from that first-round pick, but just loses the ball, and A.J. Brown is able to track it down.
You think about the Eagles, and we've done a lot of their games this year, just like the Chiefs. I know you believe what makes them so difficult is because they can beat you anyway. They could have 300 yards rushing. They could have 300 yards passing.
It's the ultimate challenge because they're going to make you guard sideline to sideline, and they're going to make you, as you saw there, 60 yards of depth.
Last year goes to the playoffs, and then this year he's got him in the Super Bowl. And the crazy thing is he's gotten better each year, really by leaps and bounds. More more pressure. Hurts spins away. Here comes Frank Clark. Throws opposite his body, and it's caught for a first down. Zach Pascal. What a move by Hurts to get it done there for a gain of 9.
Yeah, you have to rush Jalen Hurts smart. You're unblocked. You're the contained player. Frank Clark, just stay outside and secure the pocket. You see Zach Pascal, he runs through contact. Anytime you pressure and you don't get to the quarterback, there's tons of holes in the defense. There's a ton of places to go with the ball. It's a third down, great dialed up pressure, and Jalen Hurts just works some magic.
Hurts, design run with room out across the 30 and still going for a first down. For Bolton chased him down. Who else?
Yeah, I just love this by Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator. How do you make them bounce back? You heard, you just run a little quarterback counter. This is a designed run. They pull Jason Kelce. That's an offensive coordinator saying, we believe in you. You made a mistake. We're moving forward. You put the next ball in his hands. See offensive coordinator Shane Steichen of the Eagles. I like that move.
Interest in him. He could be a head coach after this game. Hurts gets it out to Boston Scott. One-on-one. Good move. Makes a man miss. And another and another. And Scott is near a first down, and I think he's got it. Wow.
Yeah, one of the challenges of playing this style is it's hard to tackle in space. The ball carriers, or in this case, the back out of the backfield in the receiving game, he just makes Trent McDuffie and Nick Bolton just miss and sets up this third and real short. It feels like we were just in this exact situation. Remember, before that fumble, they have a false start. They have to go back to 4th and 5 and an inch. And
so it's 3rd and 1. Go for the sneak, and they have it easily.
Well, nobody does it better. Just pad level. I mean, take a look at how far this Philadelphia offensive line pushes the defensive line, especially those two interior defensive tackles, back off the ball.
I mean, that's Chris Jones, 95. Yeah, he's an all-pro, one of the best in the league.
That's no easy feat.
First down. Hurts floats it out near side, gets it out to Gainwell, who works his way down the spotted at the 45. 4th and 5. Four-man rush, quarterback run. Hurts using his legs, stays up, and room to run. Jalen Hurts inside the 20. Boy, he almost got tripped up early, but a big gainer for Hurts and a first down.
Well, they came back to the quarterback draw. Watch Chris Jones. He gets so high in his pass rush, he takes an outside swim. That's the lane that gets created, and then we've seen Jalen Hurts do this all year. One of the most dynamic ball carriers. And that's the attitude. That's the aggressive nature of Nick Sirianni.
Second down. Smith looking for blocks, gets one, and then taken down inside the 10. So he's going to be short of a first down. About a 3rd down and 3. So it brings up 1st and goal from the 4. Miles Sanders in the game at tailback. Now Hurts on the keep, has a seam, and Jalen Hurts is in for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown today.
Well, these quarterback runs are giving him fits. Watch Nick Bolton. He goes with Miles Sanders on the short motion. There's nobody left. Jason Kelce kicks him out when they bump, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point is up and good. So the Eagles ultra aggressive again. 12 plays, 75 yards. They go for it on 4th down twice, and it worked. And they retake the lead in Super Bowl 57. Eagles now with a big opportunity. 1:22 to go. 2 timeouts. Hurts gets it to Gainwell. Gets a couple of blocks up across midfield and into Chiefs territory.
Yeah, they call those plays right there drive starters. They have those plays earmarked anytime you have a 2-minute drive. Positive play, easy completion, allows us to get on the ball and go no huddle.
Hurts loading up, going for Devontae Smith. He's got it! A big catch to Devontae Smith.
Yeah, they're going to go fast here, just in case. Let's take a look at when he controls it.
And so it's quarterback sneak mode, and Hurts chugs forward to get it. I mean, he was hit behind the line of scrimmage, but it didn't even matter. 28 seconds left in the half. Hurts comes near side. Smith makes this catch, tackled immediately by Bolton, and now you would think the Eagles take a timeout. Eagles have just owned the football. Look at that. Patrick Mahomes has been on the field for 8 minutes. Here's Hurts. 3rd down, A.J. Brown wide open. 1st down and more. Cuts inside the 30. Gets a block, and he's inside the 20 with 15 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and the biggest thing there is he preserves their final timeout. Watch this route. You start him outside, you widen the corner, and then you snap it across his face on the slant. Jalen Watson, the young rookie, up playing press man against one of the best route runners in the NFL, and A.J. Brown having the awareness to get out of bounds, allow Philadelphia to keep that timeout in their pocket, which now allows them to throw the ball anywhere on the field.
Four-man rush. Hurts, quick fire on the slant to A.J. Brown, who slipped a little bit there on the catch. Gets up to the 29. Third and 6. Hurts has a lot of time. Hurts firing for Goddard, and he hauled it in. Great catch by Dallas Goedert to convert. Justin Reed all over him.
Well, it's the first time we've called Dallas Goedert's name. He patterns a lot of his game after Travis Kelce, and that's really good coverage by Justin Reed. That's just a better ball and a better job there by Dallas Goedert separating on that crossing route.
Here's Hurts on the fake. Gets it out to Quez Watkins, who's got his first catch here tonight. And Watkins down to the 47-yard line of Kansas City. He's got 8 yards for Philly. Hurts is having a big day passing the football. 20 of 26, 212 yards and a score.
Passing situations.
Here's one here. Hurts, pressure in his face. Throwing deep down the middle. Watkins! Well, here's those passing situations you were talking about that they haven't been in. Got to get to the 34. Hurts lost one. Goddard. Did he hang on? What a catch! Dallas Goedert has got it for a 1st down. Oh my goodness.
Well, this ball, if he's in bounds, this is so far the throw of the day. Let's take a look here. He catches it.
4th and 1. Hurts burrowing forward, and he's got another one. It's unbelievable how good they are at this. And another 4th down try and another conversion for the Eagles. Hurts in trouble trying to get it over there. The catch is made to Goddard. Somehow he's going to pick up 4 yards or so.
Yeah, Carlos Dunlap was in his face. Great job there by Jalen Hurts just to buy enough time. Gets it over Chanel's head, and another really nice contested catch. You see Hurts kind of taken to the ground there, but watch this catch, reaching over the top. Leo Chanel, number 54, Goddard's made a couple nice contested catches.
6 catches for him today, 60 yards. And a 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles. There's Hurts, quick throw. Pascal again makes the catch.
We continue to see the quarterback sneak fast.
You will, Hurts. Oh, that last surge, I think, is going to get it.
Yeah.
He didn't have it initially.
Absolutely. He was definitely short. You said it, KB, and he got a nice little push in the back from the running backs, and he had to get to that 35-yard line. You see A.J. Brown kind of giving him a little shove in the back, and it's just enough to get him past that yard to gain.
There it is. Pressure gets it to A.J. Brown, still on his feet up across the 40, and then taken down there. But Brown gets out to the 41 or so. And so it'll be a 3rd down and short here. Shane Steichen dialing up the biggest play calls of his life, down by 8. Blitz coming. Hurts reads it, throws in stride as Brown has got a 1st down into Chiefs territory.
Yeah, this is a great job. This is cover 0. Everybody's coming on a blitz. It's man-to-man on the back end. Great job there by the right tackle, Lane Johnson. You always want to block the inside rushers, leave the widest men free.
Hurts has some time, going deep. Got a man, Devontae Smith. He's got it. He is out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah, just L'Jarius Sneed gets caught looking inside on Zach Pascal, and he just doesn't sink far enough. Devontae Smith has to slow up a little bit and come back for that ball, and they're going to go tempo here and push it in.
1st and goal. They try to shove Hurts over the end zone, waiting for a signal. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And now they have to go for 2 for the tie, you would think. The 46-yard pass to Smith sets up Hurts with another rushing touchdown. A Super Bowl record, by the way, for quarterbacks. That's his 3rd.
Well, talking about answering the bell, Jalen Hurts finds himself down 8. Halfway through the 4th quarter, he makes one of the biggest throws of his career to a wide open Devontae Smith, and they're a 2-point play away from making this thing all tied up.
Hurts looking for a block, and he gets there. He's in. We're tied in Super Bowl 57. Wow, 46 yards to Devontae Smith. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman of the Eagles. Here's Smith, who got wide open. And then Hurts, a Super Bowl record, 3 rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The 2-point conversion is good. Eagles go for their 2nd Lombardi. Super Bowl 59. Here we go. And the Eagles will start from their own 30-yard line, where we will see Jalen Hurts lead the show, and one of his best games he's ever played came in the championship game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he played great then. The ball came out of his hands very quickly. One of the best games I remember him playing was 2 years ago in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Tonight, it's got to be about 2 things for him. Not turning the ball over, making great decisions, and then he's got to do a great job handling the Chiefs blitz package, getting the ball out of his hands quickly to his dynamic skill players.
Here's Hurts. Can't find anyone. Now looks and throws on the run. Has a completion. It's Devontae Smith who's inbounds for a first down.
Just a good job. Kind of an off timing play here. The ball's really not supposed to go to him, but on the scramble, Smith gets out of the kind of vision of the Chiefs secondary, and Hurts, great throw on the run.
Third down, no blitz here, but Hurts has some pressure. Steps away, looking to run. Hurts racing towards the mark, not going to get there. Brian Cook came up from the safety spot to make that stop, and it'll bring up fourth down at about 2.
Might be a little long for the brotherly shove, or maybe not.
I'll tell you what, they're going for it. Eagles play aggressive. They do this a lot, and this will be all of 2 yards. No brotherly love formation here.
Yeah.
Hurts from the gun. Back to pass, going deep. Far sideline. Caught! A.J. Brown. There's a penalty too, but Brown with a big play over McDuffie. Pursuit of the ball. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a lot of time. Over the middle, he goes wide open. It's Dallas Goedert. He's got a connection and a first down into Chiefs territory.
They lost track of Goedert, who just has a simple over route, and the safety Reed just kind of drops him. I think he thought that he had help over there on the other side of the ball, but nothing to be found. Easy throw and catch there for Hurts. He's been a great impactful player for them down the stretch.
3rd and 5. Late pressure. Picked up. Hurts slings it high. Incomplete. And Goedert took a shot. And there's a penalty. Trent McDuffie was there on the hit. And that one may have been upstairs to the head.
Yeah, and it was a high throw. And Goedert was going up for it. McDuffie was too. Again, it looked somewhat incidental.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense.
Not much there either.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Blitz coming. It's picked up. Hurts going deep. Has a man. It is caught. Dotson down there. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I was wondering how they were going to pick this up. Saquon comes across and picks up the blitzer, Connor, and then he makes a great throw to Jahan Dotson on Jalen Watson.
See if he got there.
They're down a little short.
They're going to replay assist this and bring this back out. That's obvious from that replay. He's a little short. But it looks like the Eagles will have it at the 1, 1st and goal when we come back.
Right into the Eagles' favorite play, the brotherly shove.
Hurts on the sneak. Pyle drives his way in. Touchdown.
Well, they used the long cadence. We heard a few cadences in there to make sure the Chiefs didn't jump in, and this play's been virtually unstoppable. And we asked some of the Chiefs players this week, how do you stop that play? Chris Jones, you see that technique. He was trying to just throw his back into the offensive line. It's just so much power as they push you right into the end zone. And pretty certain that was the play call they were going to call from the 1-yard line.
Here's Elliott for the extra point, and that is up and through, and so it's 7-0 Eagles in the early going. Problem is, what you point out, you can't practice against that.
Yeah, it's a very difficult play to stop, because if you're the Chiefs defense, there's no way to really simulate that in practice, and that's ultimately the real challenge. Not are you dealing with, like I said in the pregame, the biggest offensive line in Super Bowl history with Juergens, Dickerson, Mailata, Mekhi Becton, and Lane Johnson. And that put.
Start this one from the 20. Looking around, floats one. You know what they say, 10th time's a charm. Here's Hurts looking to throw. Devontae Smith makes a catch and backpedals his way for what should be a first down. Great effort from Devontae Smith, who broke through Nick Bolton's tackle.
So he's a terrific receiver, but it starts with protection. You got Mekhi Becton on Chris Jones, the all-pro pass rusher. Giving Hurts enough time. He's delivering the ball very accurately tonight. 5 of 6 with 1 drop. Couldn't start any better for Hurts.
Got time. Near side, Dotson makes his second catch, sprinting for a first down for him. He had 1 catch all postseason. It was a touchdown against Green Bay, and he's got a couple big ones early in this one.
Yeah, not much pressure there again by the Chiefs' front 4. They didn't choose to blitz anybody. Hurts is kind of standing back there surveying the field. On the top of the screen, he had Goddard. The bottom of the screen, he had Dotson, both wide open. This may be one way to, again, use the pass to soften up some of this run defense.
Design run, Hurts. It's a great block from Barkley, and then surges his way down to the 45, picks up 9.5. Barkley with a good lead block there, acting like the fullback.
And one of those plays too with, here's Barkley just on the lead block, and then Hurts just trailing right behind him. Oh, sorry, that's Jurgen.
3rd and 7, they rush 4. Hurts going for A.J. Brown, back shoulder. Oh, a beauty from A.J. Brown, and a first down for Philly.
Goes right back to Brown on McDuffie. They're certainly not afraid of Brown on the all-pro McDuffie. Parity the half and not give the Chiefs any chance.
Meanwhile, Hurts going to run and just kind of dancing around, and then I think did enough to get it. He does.
Come on, Mekhi.
Play clock winding down. Here's Hurts. Pressure up the middle. Gets hit as he throws. Completes it, though, to Goddard, who's going to be a couple yards short of a first down. He took a shot that time. I think it was Chris Jones, and made a nice throw for 7 yards.
Yeah, Chris Jones bearing down on him right here. One-on-one with Landon Dickerson. And then it's just a simple little out route. I used to call that an Aussie route. When they moved him out of there out of necessity, he's done his best to hang in there, but again, not his natural position in the pros.
Hurts lets it go. Complete. A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Absolutely no pressure by the Chiefs defensive line. A.J. Brown coming across the field, uncovered. Hurts finds him with a nice throw right in front of, 1 foot in front of his numbers. Bolton, the closest guy in coverage. He's not keeping up with the speedster Brown. Sirianni excited, as they should be. It has been all Eagles this first half. Unbelievable. This game has been all about the line of scrimmage. Howie Roseman believes in offensive and defensive lines, and they have certainly been dominating the game.
A.J. Brown had a little upset moment because they had a little confusion on the route like 30 seconds ago, but you know what? He's pretty happy right now. 24-zip Birds.
He's a receiver, KB.
They're going to throw. Hurts will throw a little screen to Barkley. Gets a block on the edge, and Barkley up to the 25. 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. Hurts in trouble. Senses it. He's going to run for a first down and a lot more. Hurts sliding out across the 40. His sixth sense kicked in there as he was about to be hit, and he turned it into a 16-yard run.
And this element to his game, when they cover well in the secondary and he feels any space, he takes that and there's nobody going to catch him. Bolton's trying to track him down. Chanel's trying to track him down. He knows what he needs for a first down in situations like that and does a good job of getting down and protecting himself.
Hurts the throw on the fake. Here comes some pressure now. He's got to have a completion to Devontae Smith, who's got it. And he's going to be a little short of a first down. As Reed there on the tackle. Hurts has looked poised tonight. That's the word that I would use. What do you think?
Yeah, he's throwing for a very high percentage completion, 13 to 17, 133 yards, but making very good decisions.
Chiefs show blitz. They come with it. Hurts senses going to run again, and a big seam. Jalen Hurts down to the 25. Well, that's his answer to the all-out blitz. Just run it right up the gut.
Wow. And that's one difficult answer that Coach Spags doesn't have. Matched up here and just Hurts in the middle of the pocket. Takes a look downfield, doesn't have much. And then the acceleration to get through the line of scrimmage. It's a tough answer for Coach Spagnuolo.
Hurts looking deep, not there. Now it's going to float one for Barkley, who hangs on, falling backwards down to the 4.
Hurts just gets out of the pocket with clear vision, and a little bobble from Saquon. And I never minded a bobble or two for a back. It's not necessarily their specialty, so as long as they came down with it, I was cool with it.
3rd and goal for the Eagles. Big play. Hurts looking around, can't find anyone. No one's open. Hurts going to try one in there, and it's caught.
And makes a huge play for this defense in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, DeJean had just gone off. They were checking his lower leg area, and Maddox comes in and makes a huge play. Now the Eagles get it back. We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith! He has got it! Touchdown!
Wow!
Forget run the clock. That's the dagger.
Unbelievable, the play action fake. And Hurts just drops an absolute dime to Devontae Smith. Everyone thinks Saquon's getting the ball. Hurts again has all the time in the world, and he makes the throw of his life on Jalen Watson. Smith beats him. One of the unselfish receivers in the NFL with maybe what could be the dagger today for this Eagles offense and this Chiefs defense.
Wow. Everyone in the world thought they were going to run there, and then Hurts unleashed that 46-yarder, and Devontae Smith, who had 100 yards in their Super Bowl matchup a couple years ago, hauls that one in. He's got 69 yards and a touchdown today, and Steve Spagnuolo not sure what to call right now.
I tell you, I certainly wasn't expecting a shot play at that point. I thought maybe they try to run 4 minutes off the clock, get it to the 4th quarter. They had their own ideas about what they wanted to do. And so much of this comes down to great execution. When you have these plays, you know how meaningful they are. You're coming down, you put 5 months of football on the line, you played a tremendous season, and there they are, Brown, Smith celebrating. Look at Landon Dickerson come over. He's had such a great career for the Eagles. Devontae Smith, 1st-round pick out of Alabama, and he has absolutely delivered today.
And 3 total touchdowns in this Super Bowl for Jalen Hurts, who's played very well. This is stunning. 34-0 against the 2-time defending champions. Ed Hathaway's got the green on. So he's doing the Eagles chants, feeling it. Super Bowl brings out everyone supporting their team. And now I'm curious, thinking about the Eagles' offensive approach, right? How do they handle things? We thought they would maybe be conservative and they threw a bomb the last time for a touchdown.
Sure. A lot like I think they've done all day.
Here's our latest song, Abracadabra, for you. Jalen Hurts, 1 quarter away from the Lombardi Trophy. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts has had a really nice day. Efficient, 119 passer rating. Barkley's been held in check for the most part. Had a couple plays in the pass game, and then Devontae Smith had that big touchdown, 46 yards. And a reminder, voting now open for the Super Bowl 59 MVP. Go to NFL.com/MVP and vote now. Obviously, quarter to go. You start getting your votes in. 15 minutes away from the Lombardi Trophy. 34-6, Philadelphia. Hurts to throw, gets it out to Barkley, gets a good block from Goddard, and Barkley has his way for a first down. Blitz coming, Hurts, backpedals, throws, A.J. Brown beats the blitz and beats McDuffie for a first down. Brown's got a touchdown today. That's his third catch of the night.
Yeah, and continue to be impressed by Brown. He's not going against a slouch. McDuffie's an all-pro, and he's finding ways to get separation. And I always have said, since watching Jalen Hurts a lot this year, when that ball comes out of his hands quickly, that's when he's at his best, just like he did in that moment.
He's worked this year to be better against the blitz, and he has been much better against the blitz.
An unbelievable job developing these offensive linemen as they have into the best unit in the league.
Hurts running away, going to take it himself. Gets by Dana. Hurts still in bounds. He's got a first down and then some. Jalen Hurts, so savvy, just ran right away from the blitz that time to pick up 17.
He definitely has that sixth sense as a quarterback and the confidence that he has in his speed, toe tapping down the sideline. If he can get out of that pocket, get a little bit of space, he can turn the corner.
Jalen Hurts has been really good tonight. I mean, really good. Just calm, doing it all, throwing on the run, Tom. Facing the blitz, back shoulder to A.J. Brown. Gets hit, delivers a good one to Goddard. And then, you know what? For good measure, let me the best throw of the night, a bomb to Devontae Smith.
Poised, composed. He's been an absolute winner. And as he's continued his development, a lot of it has been in the passing game. His one intention is he wants to win.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen, Super Bowl 59 MVP, quarterback Jalen Hurts. Will, how cool is this? You know, it's got to be especially sweet for you having to answer so many critics who saying, why don't you throw for more yards? Why don't you this? Why don't you that? And people like me have to say, listen, you're winning football games and now you've won a Super Bowl and you're the MVP. What do you say in response to all that, Jalen?
God is good. He's better than the highs and the lows. Couldn't be here without my teammates. You know, the effort, the determination everybody displayed to get to this point.
You handled the blitz.
We got it.
You handled their blitz fantastic today.
Well, it's never been about what anyone else does. It's always been about what we do and how we respond to certain things. And
feels good.
Hell of a game today.
Yes, it was. And you played a hell of a game, my friend. All right, there it is, folks. Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl 59, world champions.
Jalen Hurts, you and the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World.
Hate that you said he wasn't a top 10 quarterback? Hate that you said he couldn't throw the ball? Hate that he got over when push came to shove? Hate that he always say the right thing?
Money is nice. Championships are better.
Hate that in your all-knowing, armchair wisdom, you were sure he'd come up short. Hate that you got it wrong?